not in the entire North America. Getting right into game one, though, Gerd, it's going to be no character surprises. That Fire Luigi versus Diddy Kong here on Final Destination. And that's an interesting place to start.
Yeah, I wonder what this actually helps both players do. Obviously, if you're Infernape, you can try to get these like platform extensions with Diddy Kong. And GuyGuy really doesn't need the platforms for those types of combo extensions either. So maybe it's a little bit more in favor of GuyGuy here in this specific matchup. But I mean, we'll just have to see going into game number 1 on FD.
Oh, you also have like the very large stage size of FD, this big open space and these large blast zones, allowing Diddy a lot of room to just play outside of Luigi's burst range, run away, use that flip kick to reset, right? Still threaten with the pop gun and the banana, as well as that monkey flip, to just kind of just play keep away from this touch of death character. And we're seeing that kind of as Infernape's game plan early on. That being said, players still scrapping right back and forth.
Yep, dash attack coming through. Ooh, the accidental, I think, air dodge trying to go back towards the platform. That is actually going to seal out that first stock for GuyGuy. And now we have a situation where the nair into the down air. Crazy tech from GuyGuy just living. That is actually so crucial. Otherwise, Infernape would have evened up that game immediately. Now Infernape trying to use that banana to their advantage, going for the side beat, just racking up more damage. Back air now sending GuyGuy back off stage. Drop zone fair is going to send GuyGuy off stage again. And there is no jump. That is going to even this up 2 stocks a piece, Ritual.
Yeah, and the ability as well, right, to kind of convert in the after GuyGuy took that first stock and found the banana, but then just not able to convert off of it because Infernape found some immaculate corner pressure and just kept it going. Now again, right, both players scrapping, but it's gonna be that Diddy Kong dash attack, finding an opening to start. That now one use down on the banana, second one gone, so that banana offline. That's when GuyGuy's gonna strike, and I love that item management from him, really taking away his opponent's X factor.
Okay, now we're going to be seeing GuyGuy and Infernape mostly just on a little bit of a scrappy situation, 52%, 92%, respectively. Both of them are just trying to look for something. Now, Infernape has banana outside, but GuyGuy is actually going to be the one to pick it up. Tries to go for the Z drop, trying to catch Infernape on the recovery. In the up smash, in the awkward DI coming out of Infernape, DIing in, it looks like, and then sending straight up GuyGuy now 2 stock to 1 advantage, but Infernape is still fighting back as much as possible.
I'm a little scared. He hasn't gotten too much off of it yet, but I am a little scared just how flippant Infernape has been with these banana pulls, right? Giving GuyGuy so much time holding this banana. The last thing I want to see is Luigi on potassium supplements, if I'm being honest. And, you know, that's certainly a future we might see in the rest of the set. That being said, great flip kick coverage there from Infernape, not letting GuyGuy get too much started. And that pressure going to close out the stock. Gerd, we got one more apiece.
Yeah, it's still super close. You could definitely still see GuyGuy get off some sort of combo into an uppy in the air, but now Infernape just racking up more damage, 26% early on. Side B coming through, 39 now. And now, Infernape's trying to look for pick up the banana, but just doesn't work out now. GuyGuy having the positional advantage on stage, forcing Infernape back to the ledge and racking up more damage. That nair almost looking for like it was going to be into an uppy. Doesn't work out that time.
Yep, I love. Wow, Infernape's just going all the way out with that down air, trying to put it all on the line, somehow finding a way back to stage. We've seen a lot of pop guns here from Infernape as well, just utilizing the fact that Luigi doesn't have a great tool to kind of contest it at that large mid-range. That being said, down to back air, right, the Luigi bread and butter, gonna close it out. And Gerd, GuyGuy just showing you why he's the 4 seed, right? This clutch factor coming all the way in, money on the line, and up 1-0. That being said, Infernape played that one really goddamn well.
It was close. I will say, I think for one adjustment for Infernape, I think I saw a few pop guns just be used a little bit too close to GuyGuy, where GuyGuy either interrupted the pop gun animation and then Infernape got knocked off stage, or Infernape would still do it too close, not necessarily within range, but still in a close enough distance where GuyGuy could react to it and then go right into Infernape's area space and then just get a combo conversion off.
Absolutely game 2 here on small battlefield, immediately jumping in with that flip kick. It's going to be Infernape grabbing that banana, getting things started this game dead even early on as these players scrap for any sort of opening. It's going to be GuyGuy with that first corner situation. Luigi capable of so much damage, but those barrels going to allow you to get right out of dodge quick.
Yeah, Infernape not having that banana on hand. We're going to see that combo with the banana for GuyGuy. It doesn't look
again.
The what? Oh, you mean the crawl?
Scuttle. Yeah,
Is that what it's
he's
called?
scuttling down. Yeah, he's got the crouch. He's going side to side. The scuttle, the crab walk, whatever you want to call it. It's gonna be the tornado though, but not gonna catch Infernape out on the DI. Love that pop gun reverse, just finding a way back to stage, and that nair up air right, just finding some bread and butter pressure. That being said, we've seen a lot of these vertical strings from Infernape, but not a whole lot of juggles afterwards. Not able to really continue finding the stage control or the extra 50-50s after that. GuyGuy has done a very efficient job getting out of these disadvantaged states and forcing more neutral interactions out.
You have to respect Luigi with a character with a crazy down B that has invincibility on early parts of its frame activation. You always have to be careful if you're going to see a Luigi do that. Also, you have a very strong nair that can break a lot of combos if they aren't true. So you always have to be a little bit careful when going in against Luigi's. It's just something always to think about.
Absolutely, Gerd. Absolutely. That down special, so incredibly hard to deal with as a combo breaker. Frame 1 invulnerability in the air, frame 4 on the ground. It's absolutely terrifying. But you know what else is terrifying, Gerd? That plunger, whether it's his air or a grab, swinging for the up smash. But GuyGuy, your brain might be big, but it's not that big for Luigi. That being said, gonna find the tornado catch. And GuyGuy saying, okay, you might almost had game 1, but it's a whole nother game, and I'm showing you why there's a 16 seed difference between us right now.
Yeah, GuyGuy was able to just read the rollaway into the grab, into the down B conversion for that kill, 3-stock to 1 lead. GuyGuy just made an incredible adjustment, getting these combos when he needs to get these stocks. And Infernape not really do that much, but does get a little bit of a combo right there for a down tilt into an up smash. Going to get that first stock against GuyGuy, but still looking a little bit dire.
Yeah, we saw that for the first half, right, Gerd? This just smaller stage forcing Infernape to play a little bit scrappier, and we saw him kind of just start swinging, getting a little bit over aggressive when stuff came out, and now we've started seeing flubs. He missed some Z-drop bananas, and that's going to be all she wrote. Unfortunately for Infernape, as GuyGuy started to lock down the neutral just a little bit more, start to get some of those reads, those downloads, saw him again, right? That smaller stage, he couldn't get away and find those spaces to breathe. And so he compensated that by pressing more buttons, which when your opponent's playing super reactive is not where you want to be. That then compounded, right? We saw, unfortunately, to start that last stock, missing that Z catch on the banana, which meant that it hit ground, which you might say, oh, banana hitting ground's not that big deal. You can pick it back up. Well, every time it hits ground or your opponent, it loses a use. It's only got 2 of them. So being able to re-catch it means you get to throw it twice. Instead, we saw him drop it, throw it down, lost the whole banana instead, and got put in disadvantage as a result. And just against a player of GuyGuy's caliber, when you're starting to get antsy, getting a little bit nervous, and dropping some of that more technical stuff, especially with a character with as thin a margin for error as Diddy Kong, it's just gonna make a world of difference in how that stock count plays out.
And something we saw a little bit more in game 2, there were a lot of grabs from GuyGuy, but a lot of those grabs actually connected. And that is not something you want to do ever against Luigi, especially as someone as incredible with the combo game as GuyGuy. You get grabbed once, you're taking 40. If you get grabbed at mid%, that could be an up B or another like back air combo. You get grabbed at 100. Goodbye. If GuyGuy has that DI read, we saw that in the end of game 1, read the DI out on the down throw, immediate double jump back air for a stock. It did not matter.
I don't know if you noticed that you mentioned those low percent grabs only were doing about 40%, which is true. They were doing 40%, but Luigi's non-zero to death grab combos at low percent do about 80. So we're seeing GuyGuy intentionally go for less optimal combos because he knows his opponent's gonna be SDIing, is gonna be mixing their DI, is gonna be like trying to get their options out of disadvantage, trying to catch out a reversal if he mess up. And so he intentionally goes for those shorter combos sometimes. I'm to still get that stage control, but also check and say, hey, what are you gonna do when you start to break down? When you start to get put in these disadvantaged states. And that's why he's so consistent at finding the tech chases, finding those grabs in later games, is because he's given up a little bit of damage early on because of how good his neutral is in order to just get that download, write that book, and, I mean, right, take that off their ship all the way to the bank. Oh, this set's a banger.
Okay, so going into our next set, at Fusion number 150 local in New Jersey. We got Vitz versus Web JP, and I just did a little bit of a search. So Vitz is a Joker player from what I see.
Vitz very much a Joker player from New York City.